Now I'm starting things off with a story that affects all D.C. residents. The Supreme Court affirmed a lower court's ruling and turned away an appeal to give District of Columbia residents a voting member in the House of Representatives. Yes, taxation without representation continues. No need to get new license tags unless they're, expired. Then go ahead and get new license tags because they're still relevant. Supreme Court justices determined that since D.C. is not a state, its residents are not entitled to a vote in Congress. They looked at us like, yeah, why don't you get you a state and then we'll talk. Brushed us off like some lint on their black robes. Well, the fight for statehood and voting rights will continue, as this was just the latest in a long line of setbacks. What the Supreme Court doesn't know is D.C. is known for perseverance. You can't out-protest us. Clarence Thomas and them should have learned from the Don't Mute D.C. movement. Y'all ain't heard the last from us on this. We kept y'all up all summer. We'll do it again. We got some big news out of Ashburn, Virginia. The Washington football team's head athletic trainer, Ryan Vermillion, has been placed on leave after federal investigators and Drug Enforcement Administration agents raided the team's practice facility. I want to know what they were looking for. The DEA was there, so they must think the head trainer is moving weights and weight. They can't be looking for performance-enhancing drugs. If so, Ryan Vermillion is innocent, because there is nothing enhanced about this team's performance. The Washington football team can't win for losing, and I mean that literally. Even when they win, they lose. They beat the Falcons Sunday, then get raided by the feds on Monday. Right on brand for the Dan Snyder era. The worst headlines aren't from the players, it's usually from the staff and front office. Now, I really hope Vermillion is innocent and we don't have the NFL's version of Walter White working for the home team. I am the danger. Dear DEA, is this really your suspected king? Is this your king? He looks like a Cub Scout leader. Who knew this season would be more interesting off the field than on it? Everyone who's seen them play. Finally, I chose this story because it happened in D.C. and, quite frankly, it's too funny to ignore. According to an upcoming book by former White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, and their families cut in line in front of kids for a photo op with their father at the 2017 White House Easter egg roll. Now, far be it for me to defend Eric and Don Jr., but are they supposed to wait in line? If my daddy becomes president, I ain't waiting in line for nothing. Not at the Easter egg roll, not at 7-Eleven, not at the carryout, not even for crabs at the wharf. These kids got an early taste of what it feels like to stand in a nightclub line and watch the VIP section just walk right past you and go right in. Life ain't fair, just ask the guy dressed up in that hot Easter bunny suit. Now, I haven't forgotten when Stephanie Grisham was press secretary, so I don't know what to believe about this book. I won't even believe it exists until I see it, like the border wall in Trump University. The only thing I can confirm is that the stories from it are already entertaining. I read about this and envisioned Don Jr. just mushing the kid in the face like, step aside, peasant. He probably said it just like that. I don't know any of that, at least I hope not. Grisham is doing a great job of promoting this book, however, and leaking the pettiest of memories, and I, for one, am here for it.